to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you today? Gosh, beginning of a brand new week. Yep, absolutely. How has it been for you? So I've had 2 serious days, well, 3 days actually, of complete energy wipeout. Anybody else feel the same? Absolute complete wipeout. Although I feel my energy returning now, it's taken nearly 3 days. I know what it is, as somebody's been drawing on my energy. I know that. I'm recognizing it. And I also know that it's sometimes you've just got to go with that flow. You've just got to allow it to happen. And there's no point in fighting sometimes, you know. This is why it's important to recognize how you're feeling emotionally, to lean into emotion. Sorry, I'm just trying to pick up my things on my, look, I have my money ready for me because I will have a abundance of money coming through. So yeah, it's just been that. This energy has been dragging at me. So I've allowed it. There's no point fighting. It's just allow it to come, go through it, take my advice, which was from Spirit, which was just rest and rejuvenation, rest and rebirth. We're in this transformation, transition period, this ascension. And sometimes it can take a couple of days, a few hours. When you end up changing timeline, changing something, it can take a lot out of your system. And I have tried to continue doing my readings as much as I can, but I think it also was wiping me out a little bit as well. So anyway, we live and learn. But today, thank you. My energy has felt like it has returned a little bit tonight. So I've just lit my sage, so you might see that sort of coming across. But anyway, I have got on our table today the Inner Temple Oracle for our Significator card for today as a guidance. We've also got the Shaman's Dreams, because I do feel like I am doing something in the 5D when I'm supposed to be sleeping, which is also not probably helping with my tiredness. But I know that is because there is something calling me. So I got the Akashic Record Tarot today. We're going to go and we're going to have a look at the Akashic Records, definitely see what our guidance is coming into May. And also I was called to get the Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I haven't used this very much. It was gifted to me and I haven't used it very much, but I do feel this wheel is turning. The wheel is turning, and that can also wipe you out energetically because things are shifting and the energy is turning and changing. So go with that flow right now. We're going to just stick with what we know to be our feelings, our emotions, tapping into that inner world of ours. You know, you can probably go around and say to people, oh, I feel so tired. And they'll say, oh, maybe you're coming down with something. But when you're on the spiritual journey, these type of symptoms are recognized as being ascension symptoms, symptoms of change and transformation. Symptoms of other energy in your aura, those type of things. And when you start to believe that and recognize it, you know what you can do with it. You know, you can work with it. That is for sure. I've learned that over this last probably year, very much so. I'm being told to get a Gribori number for you today. So Gribori number is Shift Reality 608-841-228. 608-841-228. I'm just going to grab a pen. I'm going to write it on me. 608-841-228. Shift Reality. So that is our definite our message today. That's what we're doing, okay? And often we'll do that in our dream state as well, which is why I think the Shaman's Dream cards wanted to come out. But anyway, so let's start off today, as we should do, with our guidance here. Be prepared and you won't worry. Yeah, we are being prepared. There's confirmation, sorry. We are being prepared, aren't we? And there is no need to worry when we can trust and have faith that this is being guided to us. It's divinely guided to us. I don't know what's happening. Quitters never win and winners never quit. So don't give up. Definitely this morning's energy when I did my TikTok was exactly that. Do not give up today, okay? Even if you feel tired, even if you feel like nothing's really happening, it's not about giving up right now. Do not give up right now. So be prepared and you won't worry. So let us get prepared. Let us get prepared by getting our guidance and our understanding. You take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? You know your circumstances. Think about what it is that you might like to hear today as we go through this guidance and see what resonates for you. But sometimes you might find that, well, you're still here. I'm not sure why. And the not sure why is often your higher self saying, stick with it, because it's something that you might need to know, that you might need to come across in the coming days. So I have found that when I first started this journey, it would take a while for things to surface or things for me to recognize. Now I am that far into the journey and my trust and faith and belief that my mapping manifestations, that mind mapping of seeing and being in the matrix and seeing the connections literally can happen within a few minutes. And I'll see it. And since I've been doing this with the cards as well, all the channeling that I've been doing, I think that's also opened up that intuition. So keep sticking to your intuition. It will come. It will give you that guidance when you're ready to receive it. I always trust in that. You know, if you're not quite ready, it's fine. You need to be ready. Definitely need to be ready. Okay, I'm not going to take 100 cards. I'm going to take one. What is meant to be will be. We need to be prepared. Don't worry. Don't be worried. When you're prepared, you're never worried. I say that to my students, actually. Always be prepared. Do your presentation practice. Sorry. My sage is literally creeping down my throat. I couldn't speak. Throat chakra. Throat chakra clearing. Oh, shift reality. 608-841-228. 608-841-228. Yes. Okay. Can we please have our guidance for today? I've given them a good shuffle. There it is. Thank you so much. Okay. The tall poppy. Yeah, you're rising, you're shifting your reality, you are growing. There's growth, there's strength in that growth. You're higher than you ever been. It's an ascension feel with the tall poppy. It's trusting that you are ascending. It's trusting that things are shifting and changing. Trust in that. When you can't really see any evidence, it's really difficult to keep going and say, well, you know what, but you're being prepared for this rise, for this heightened scenario, whatever it might be in your life. Now, it could be as simple as in the 3D world, something like you'll get a promotion at work. You'll be recognized for what you do and you get a promotion at work. That is a beautiful way in thinking, wow, I've finally been noticed. I've finally been given my break. And that's quite tangible, isn't it? We know it. But often we're not sure, okay? But all that growth, all that work that you put in, it's been there, it's been in the background and what have you. And then all of a sudden, bingo. It's like, you know, you win the lottery, you know, all of a sudden. But you've been playing the lottery for years and years and years, saying that that's what you'd want, you know, to win some money, and then you win the money and you suddenly accelerate. So it feels like that's what the energy is going to be doing. So this is why we need to be prepared. So let us get some guidance from the shaman's dream. What is our guidance for today, please? What is our guidance with the tall poppy, the ascension? And you know, this tiredness is an ascension symptom. So if you are feeling tired, if you're not sleeping really well, some people are sleeping really well, others are not. All works differently for each other. Can we please have guidance, please, Spirit, for today, for the beginning of our week? as we go into this ascension, into this reality shift. Can we have some guidance? What can you tell us? Okay, that's interesting. There was one that went really slowly and like a couple just flew. Oh, there we go. Okay, the authentic self, many masks. So it is about being recognized, being who you are, standing in your truth, standing in your belief, knowing that you deserve, knowing your worth. Wow, there's a lot of cards coming out today. This is incredible. Okay, that's it. Right, let's have a look at this one over here. Skywriting, it's fated. Something about the fates. Wow, that's very interesting. Skywriting, the fates. Let me put these off the table. Okay, we have got Herald of Chance, the horseman. So that's really lovely, something that is going to be fortuitous. And when I said you might win the lottery, all of a sudden, it could be something like that, you know. We've got the Dream Thief, refusal of the call. That's interesting. Refusal of the call. Are you not going to be prepared enough? I don't know. Let's see. The authentic self, many masks. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. We've also got the first breath, beginner's mind. Okay. Right. Then we've got 3 more down here. So we've got 333. And it was been me 333 very much so with me for the last few days, I have to tell you, because it's been 3 days since I've been so tired. 333. Okay. My ear's itching. Spirit is saying confirmation to this. Yeah. Okay, so completion, closing the door. All right, repairing, forgiveness. In the hand, the universe is your partner and possibility for union. So something about union is very clear. Herald of a chance. Right, I'm going to go with this. Skywriting the fates, the refusal of the call. The universe has got you. The universe has got you, my friend. Definitely. We know that. We know that. We definitely know that. All right, so let us have a little look. Just want to take this out the way and unpack this, because the tall poppy is all about growth and change. Refuse to be bound or dimmed. If you live in a way that attempts to appease everyone, your medicine will be wasted. Your presence being a vital note in the great orchestra of life. Reach high and rise like the tallest poppy in the field, for this is your destiny. If fear or shame or confusion or grief come, do whatever you need to do to move this through your body. Dance, sing, shake, scream, walk, run, talk to a trusted one. Don't let any part of your soul leave. Your light is needed here. Your inner temple activation is, I refuse to take up less space or dim my light in accordance with others' opinions. I allow the potency of my truth and my light to occupy each and every cell and take up the entire room unapologetically. So it's really interesting how we have the authentic self that has come out here. Forgiveness, repairing the veil, closing of a door, completion in something. Okay, we've also got the refusal of the call with the fates and the universe is your partner. So the universe is definitely trying to give you this opportunity to be prepared for something. There's something that's herald of chance that is coming. It's a beginner's mind and possibility for union. So we're going to have a little unpick of all of this as well. Let's go straight away to the fates, because that was the first card that I picked up. Wrong book. The 49. The fate, that which we cannot change, non-judgment. And interestingly, look at the size of that moon. And we've just had that beautiful big full moon. And I really started the reading talking about how tired I've been and what have you, how this energy has been shifting. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. So that's your authentic self, okay? This is you, taking off the mask, being authentic to who you are and what you are being guided to do. Because of this completion, you're being gifted this chance, this opportunity, okay? It is just your path with, that does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, which parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. What was that when we said, quitters never win and winners never quit? Interesting. So you might be, coming across this dream thief who might try and stop you from answering the call in some way. But interestingly, I've got here the numbers 13 and 31, mirroring numbers. So you might want to look that up because it could be very important to you as a message. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear as you look ahead into the potential of the future. And that really reminds me what I was saying to you is, sometimes, when I first started the journey, it would take days for me to actually make a connection to something. Like I said to you, if you're still here listening to this, there might be something that you really need to know, but you might not need to know it right today, but it'll come to you when you need to know it. So trust in that. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, union, okay, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work, or another area of life with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Wow, that's incredible. So let us then read this dream thief. What is this dream thief? Rejection of the path of fulfillment and refusal of the call. So ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story of why you were wounded and when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child, or also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. So don't go backwards. Don't quit. Don't believe in the past situation. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Because this first breath, beginner's mind, it's like it's fresh. It's started. You are going to be recognized. You are going to be where you need to be. You are being prepared. Okay, maybe there is something to do with forgiveness. You can, so it says here, do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you place between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure, herald of chance, and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Wow. And that is because 31 is in the hand and the universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. I said that, didn't I? How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed in other ways. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. So if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. What did I say? Exactly. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can. So now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting and strategizing. A hot tea, a good book and a soft blanket are in order. Right. So they're telling me still I need to rest. Right. Number 30 is the horseman. When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. This does not mean being giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Being a herald of the positive, put away the fatalistic attitude, declare the arrival of a new and better you. Okay, the horseman cautions you not to allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share uplifting messages. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, though, extreme caution. Well, he has only showed up once so far. Okay, if you heed warnings, all will turn out well. Right, so the first breath, the beginner's mind, number 21, which boils down to a 3. Very powerful. When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave old stories and tales. You have arrived. There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey's been or how tight the passage to get where you are now. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to as many times before, try to experience it for the first time. Now, that's very interesting because that's exactly how I was thinking. And I said to you when I was 3 years ago and I was giving you those examples, that is exactly right. Trying to start this new chapter again, but recognizing how far you've come, how much you know. You're not the same person as you were. Do not squander the power of the first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Love it, love it, love it, love it, because you are on the way to union. And with this card, the union really is all, do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. And union, of course, is a very powerful card of, you know, you can see there's the bridge, there's a portal. We're on our way. We're going through. So we're being prepared. So try and remember who you are, your authentic self. This is fated. Don't let negative situations close the door, complete it. I've just said that exactly to myself coming in now. It's taken me 2 days to get to the point of, I'm not interested. And the third day, I have not even thought about it until now. So it's brilliant. I know I've transmuted the energy. It's not going to keep me awake. It's not going to make me tired. I know I can walk forward now and go on. I want this. I want this. I know that. So I'm going to accept this as a first breath. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two, contemplation, or even for a few minutes walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so you may cross your sky bridge. The sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. And I actually did hypnosis with Suzanne Robichaud today on Quantum Leap. I actually interviewed her and it has come up on the podcast, all about hypnosis and how much it can help you in terms of, you know, calming your mind, using your mind in a better way. So have a little look at that. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes. Let the universe take care of the details. Absolutely. You're being prepared. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation. The way will become obvious to take flight and clear the abyss. So it's all been completed. It is that final stage now. I know it. You know it. We're aware of it. It's beautiful. Okay. So let us see if we can get a little bit more detail from the Akashic Tarot. Oh, straight away, setting your course. There it is. Look. You will know when the time is right to do this. There is a beautiful rainbow. Happy times ahead. Setting your course. Stay focused. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on you and what it is that you want and what you deserve and what you desire. Very important right now. I love this sky writing. I've just wanted to say this as well. They've got all the runes, and I use the runes quite often. So beautiful runes in that sky writing, the fates. The Willow, Two of Forces. Okay, beautiful card. Look at all that energy. Look at the flow of the water. Go with the flow. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's cheerful. Two of Forces. Very lovely. Three of Skulls, Two of Forces. No. We are definitely the Willow with its beautiful roots, grounded nature, summertime. You can see the sunshine. There's a beautiful bird flying in the picture there. Bit of freedom. And we have got intricacies and industry, a Seven of Scrolls. So Paths Unknown is in reverse. So it's kind of like you don't really worry about that anymore. You're taking your path. You're going with the flow. So the Three of Scrolls, Two of Forces, and Seven of Scrolls. Very beautiful. Let us have a little look. Three of Scrolls. Now, remember what the scrolls are. It's about the world of mind, communication, and study. Okay, so funny enough, I was just talking about Quantum Leap, and I did a hypnosis, Quantum Leap hypnosis session with Suzanne Robichaud, and she is on my podcast, and she talks about the power of the mind and how we can really look at our mind and look at things in a very different way, and it can really help us in terms of our journey, how we feel about things, what we can do. And Quantum Leap is a change in shift in reality. It's a change in timeline. So there we go. Had to be done today for some reason. Okay, what am I looking for? The Three of Scrolls. Where is the Three of Scrolls? There. Right, so the Three of Scrolls. Great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. So it's kind of like Herald of Chance and that first breath, you know, beginner's mind. It's like really, you know, looking at things with a fresh pair of eyes, isn't it? And a belief, a different belief system. That is lovely. This card can also show a potential partnership or affiliation amongst three people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda. So you might be traveling very soon. Let the universe prepare this for you. It does say the captain's telescope shows the way to more information in a neighboring card. Whether upright or reversed, the card to which the telescope points reveals the supporting influences. It is the willow tree. I've put it on. So we'll have a little look at the willow tree. Two of Forces. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide. Now is the time for you to stand tall, like the tall poppy, and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm. Enjoy the peaceful energy. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, the depths of your belief in yourself. We talked about this. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Stand confidently in your truth, authentic self. Take the actions that support the growth of all things wonderful in your life and know that you are powerful. Beautiful. Fantastic. And Seven of Scrolls. Back to our scrolls. Is a very basic level. This card could indicate building or renovating a home or business. So it's intricacies and energies. No, and industry. This card also shows that you're on your way to greatness. But it requires attending to even the tiniest of details, of particulars. This is what Spirit is telling you. You are being prepared right now. So rest while you need to rest. Learn while you need to learn. Stay focused, okay? Trust, courage, bravery. We've had all of this come out. Okay, while you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It is only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. That is incredible. Wow. Sorry, I just had to put some lighting on because I just thought it's getting a little bit dark and dim out there. So there we are. So the Three of Scrolls, setting your course, that telescope is looking at that willow tree as well. So, it is about making sure that you stay grounded, stay focused, okay? Allowing for these roots, or not roots, for this growth. And I think summertime is going to be it for us. But take those small steps every day right now. Don't miss this chance. Be prepared. Be prepared when this comes in. Let us have a little look and see what this Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of the Year Tarot is going to give us. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shuffle because I haven't shuffled it in a little while. Just want to let the energy just go from the other cards as well into the tarot. Okay, so beautiful. Let us have a little look. Setting your course. Is this about travel? Yeah, change, shifting reality. It's about change, definitely. We've got our beautiful Princess of Pentacles. Let's come out. See what else. On top of the Two of Forces. So stability, grounded. Also, she's writing with a white feather, which is quite nice because that also means it makes me feel like she's very much being divinely guided in her quest. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. Okay. So there she is. Look, sitting there, our beautiful Princess of Pentacles. She's writing. She's got a load of money in a sack at her feet. She looks very prosperous. She looks very ready. She's counting her money, her abacus she has there as well. So the willow tree is very grounded, very stable. Our Princess of Pentacles. We've also got Eight of Pentacles. We have got this wonderful farrier, blacksmith back in the day, doing the horse's shoes. Very confident, very strong, very determined, focused in on the job, which came out on top of the intricacies and industry. So every detail, making sure that is taken care of. We've also got our beautiful Knight of Wands. There he is, big smile on his face, galloping in, looking like he's on his mission. Okay, bringing in something, but he was in reverse. So we are going to have a little look at that. And again, we've got on the bottom our Ten of Pentacles, happy ever after. So there's success and then there's happiness. Really, it started off with the Princess of Pentacles. We've also got in closing the door on completion and main focused and what have you, is our beautiful Two of Chalices, our Two of Cups. So there is a partnership. There is some love that could be definitely on the way. And we've got our Eight of Cups, which is in reverse. Walking away from something. Closing the door. Okay. But you have remained optimistic. Okay. Happiness. Something else is coming. There is the Horseman with the Herald of Chance, meeting somebody new. That can definitely be something. Forgiveness, maybe. You're going to forgive somebody. Because that has come out on top of forgiveness. So you take, maybe they're going to be a little bit more authentic. There's a bit of forgiveness as we go along. Oh, right. And you closed a door. Maybe you thought this was over. Maybe there's something that's coming back round. So you walking away. Look, she's got a tissue. It was very hard. Somebody walked away. All right, let us have a little look. Princess of Pentacles. Where are you? Pentacles. Our Princess of Pentacles. The studious maiden, youth, willingness to learn, study, curiosity. Yeah, I think it's really about staying grounded, knowing what you're doing. The Eight of Pentacles, of course, is work and manual ability, love for work, new undertaking, positive results. And our beautiful Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the dauntless traveler, and he's got impatience, desire for adventure. He's coming in very strongly. So there is about this adventure, a change in the work and what you're doing and your focus, knowing that you're being guided, prepared in some way. I feel that's very much confirming the preparation for what is to come, and that is this union, this new, going through a portal, finding this new situation for yourself. It's the Ten of Pentacles at the end of the day that is going to be the overarching completion here for this reading today. And our Two of Chalices, union, falling in love, meeting, friendship, understanding, affinity, beginning of a happy relationship. And we did have that very much idea of I think this is the beginner's mind, a new breath, taking it differently, seeing things differently. You know, this is a chance for different. So perhaps that's why we need to understand that when we closed the door and walked away, we're now coming back around. It's about that forgiveness. Okay, forgiving how things are, understanding that there was need for change, there was need for healing, possibility of that for you now. Okay, so that is a beautiful confirmation. Let this happen. Take your day by day, step by step. Know that you are being prepared. Do not worry. Okay, you are in the hands of the universe. Let the universe take care of this. Okay, refusal of the call, you do not need to worry about. Okay, you don't have to worry. It is fated. Okay, because it is in the hands of the universe. Okay, it is grounded, it is there, it's not going anywhere. There's had to be flexibility with it, sure, but I think you thought it was over, and it's not, because we have union. So, turned out to be a bit of a love reading. Not surprised at the minute, but there we go. Take your chance. Trust. You're not a quitter. You're not a quitter. Allow Spirit to give you what you want. This is what you've been asking for, manifesting possibly. So you are the tall poppy. You are going to come out of this, and someone is going to notice you. Someone is already noticing you, I hear. So take care, enjoy, and I'll see you again real soon. Enjoy your day. Bye.